Imagine trying to summon a fairy godmother using dish soap, right? But because of a slight, I guess, chemical mix-up, you accidentally spawn this horde of kitchen sink aliens instead.
I mean, that honestly sounds like a complete disaster.
It really is. Well, welcome to today's custom deep dive. We are exploring a stack of children's book excerpts today featuring a wildly imaginative protagonist named Rascal.
She is something else, yeah.
Yeah, she really is. And our mission today for you listening is to explore this core theme. What do these specific sources teach us about the art of telling and explaining stories to kids? Like, what actually hooks a young, chaotic mind?
Well, it's definitely not, a neat, orderly user manual. When you look at these texts, to really hook a kid, you have to flawlessly merge two things.
Right.
You need completely relatable, everyday frustrations, and then just absolute unapologetic absurdity.
So let's start with the mundane side of that. Rascal breaks a window, right? And she gets slapped with the most boring chore imaginable.
Wash dishes.
Exactly, washing dishes every single night. It's, a classic parental consequence.
But she completely refuses to accept that reality. I mean, she tries to use standard bubbles from the sink to summon her fairy godmother, Mr. Nuggy.
Wait, her fairy godmother is named Mr. Nuggy?
Yeah, but she uses dish soap instead of the right bubbles and accidentally summons those sink aliens. It's not just a random joke. It takes something a kid feels powerless over, like doing the dishes, and hands them back control through pure chaos.
Oh, I love that. And that chaos kind of extends to the villains too, right? Like, take Mrs. Gobblegrecker.
Oh, she's fascinating.
Right. At first, she's your standard, scary, cave-dwelling robber. Then, without any warning, she just pivots to being a space-traveling ice cream vendor.
Which is such a massive leap.
And wait, how does she get to outer space? She jumps on a friend's trampoline.
Which, sounds completely ridiculous to an adult. But it makes perfect psychological sense to a kid because children process physics by, scaling up what they already know.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right. They understand bouncing high on a trampoline defies gravity for a second. So logically, bouncing really high should just take you straight into orbit. They don't need rocket fuel. They just need narrative momentum.
It's like a Trojan horse. You're smuggling these wild, unpredictable fantasies inside completely grounded everyday constraints.
Exactly.
But I gotta ask, does a story need that constant grounding? I mean, could you just have space trampolines the whole time and keep kids engaged?
Actually, no. Pure randomness just loses them. The magic only resonates if the emotional stakes feel incredibly real and authentic. You really have to tap into what we call child logic.
Right, like dealing with playground politics.
Okay.
Enter Valentina, the self-proclaimed cutest bully.
Yes, Valentina is the perfect example of this.
Hmm.
The way the source frames her rivalry with Rascal totally captures that playground arms race. Like when Valentina brags about having a safe with $500,000.
Oh my gosh, yes. $500,000 sounds infinitely more massive to a child than just saying 500.
Right, it's all about the perceived weight of the words.
Yeah.
Just like when she, nonchalantly claims her rooster was chased to death by a dog and she's hosting the funeral inside a bouncy house.
Which is such a brilliant, brilliant detail because kids are constantly encountering these massive, dark adult concepts like death.
Yeah, exactly.
But they only have child-sized tools like bouncy houses to process them. Plus, Valentina confidently claiming she understands infinity while blatantly cheating at red light, green light.
Oh, that was hilarious.
It makes the stakes entirely ego-driven. It's exactly how a kid experiences peer pressure.
It is. But, I have to admit, reading through some of these excerpts, I felt like the author occasionally leaned a bit too heavily into cheap laughs.
Really? Look where?
Take the character George. Out of nowhere, the kid just starts regressing. He runs around in nothing but his underwear announcing, "Me go poopy."
Oh, right.
It just felt like lowest common denominator potty humor to me.
See, I'm actually going to push back on that completely. I think you're missing the context of George's larger arc there.
Yeah. Wait, really? Did I miss something?
Yeah. The source material reveals this massive twist right after that scene. George's mom is actually pregnant with twins.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He isn't acting out for a cheap laugh. He is terrified.
So the regression is like an active defense mechanism.
Exactly. It's this highly sophisticated way of helping kids process the very real anxiety of growing up. George going back to diapers gives kids a slightly ridiculous safe space to process the terrifying prospect of being replaced.
Okay, when you frame it that way, successfully explaining stories to kids becomes less about just entertaining them.
Mm-hmm.
It's more about respecting their massive feelings and speaking the language of their boundless, chaotic logic.
Ditch the user manual, right? You got to meet them where the dish soap and the aliens collide.
Absolutely.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you to mull over today. Think back to your own childhood. What mundane object or daily chore did your imagination transform into something completely magical, just like Rascal's dish soap, to help you cope with the world?